Oh! Well, hello there. Just decided to go for a walk and talk, or actually looks like a bike and talk, a ride and talk. I'm hitting some sand right now, so always my worst enemy. But it's nice and humid, but once you get going, it's a nice breeze. Well, I took a ride down to my my local park. Never ridden down here, but it's pretty nice. I did forget my sunglasses though. I can't believe I did that, but I did. But a couple things on my mind lately wanted to talk about was, well, a couple subjects actually. One is timing, and one is just caring about people. These things are kind of heavy on my mind. I want to talk about them and see what you think. Story time in the park. All right. Well, do you ever do this? As soon as I feel better, as soon as my shoulder heals, I'm going to get out and do this or that. But there's never the perfect time. There's never the perfect time to do anything. You kind of just have to do it and go. And just do the best you can. You've heard the expression, man plans and God laughs. Boy, how many times have I experienced that? Yeah, it's like, well, as soon as it gets warmer, I'll do this, or as soon as it cools off, I'll do this, and you end up never doing anything. Sometimes you just got to get out there and just do it. And there's all sorts. I don't really call it an excuse. I just call it the regular human condition. You want things to be a little more comfortable. As soon as I have enough money, I'm going to travel all over. As soon as the stocks are doing better, I'm going to invest. You just don't know. You have to do your research, and you have to just do the best you can. But I think if we can just get over that one little hump of fear, mostly, I think so. What it is fear. Is, well, maybe I should ask this person out if, well, as soon as I find out they'll accept me, or, you know. The bottom line is there's never a perfect time. You just have to go forward. And sometimes you get rejected. Sometimes things work out. Now in my head, I had so much more to say about that, but I just can't remember now. But that's the gist of it. And the other thing that's been weighing on my mind is just the way we treat each other. The reason I started thinking about that pretty heavily is when I took that little tumble down onto my shoulder up in Nambe Falls on that trail, a lady was walking up the trail. She has some kids with her, but they were way ahead. And she's walking up, and she's in these flat sandals. And I thought, well, I'm going to at least say something. I said, oh, be careful. It's really slippery in that one spot. I just went down on my buttocks. And she just, I don't know what I was expecting, but she just kind of goes, ugh, and just looked ahead and kept walking. And I'm going, wow, okay. But it does remind you of, you never know what people are going through. Maybe she was worried about something. Maybe she was worried about her kids running around. It's really hard to care about a stranger. It really is. I don't know why we're like this. I remember years ago, there was a school shooting. Of course, we've had many, but this was a tragedy in West Virginia, I think, or Virginia. And I was at work, and I asked this lady, I said, that's pretty awful, isn't it? She goes, I don't care. I don't know anybody there. And I thought, wow, that's pretty sad. I mean, it's a fellow human being. Just because you don't know them doesn't mean you don't care about them. It could happen to any of us. Everything does happen to every one of us. So we need to care. And I can't tell you how many times I've been on my walks. Someone walks by and they say hello. The next person is very grumpy. And you go, wow, what a jerk. Just trying to be friendly. But you don't know what they're going through. Maybe they just went through something, had a fight with their spouse or girlfriend or something. It's hard to be cheery. Maybe they're just trying to get out of the house to get some fresh air. So really have to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, should I take some sweet jumps? No. Oh! Oh. Woo. Sweet shade. Someone's Bose speaker. I don't know, maybe they're spying on us. Maybe they forgot it. Whew. Not too hard of a ride. I'm just a little hot and out of breath. It's that humidity in the air. It's nice getting out though. I wasn't sure if I could ride my bike with my arm, but hey, you adapt. You live with things. This helmet is not really uncomfortable or anything. It's just kind of, I feel like I have a giant cooking pot on my head. But I'm sure it would help if I banged it. Hopefully. Like I say, this brain cannot take any more or much more damage. But have you ever said, why me? People say it all the time. Why me? But I've never said that. For some reason, I guess I'm wired differently. I've never said why me, even through a horrible, tragic thing. Why would I be special in something not happening to me like all other human beings? I just pray that I get through it, or things work out. You know things are going to happen, and you have to be prepared. You don't want to crawl in the corner and whimper and worry about it, but you know things are going to happen, and you got to be prepared. I think these lizards are getting bigger. They're freaking me out. Every time they crawl across the leaves, they sounds like a rattler. But one thing, and I think I've probably talked about this before, and one thing that I do when things are just crazy or even boring, you don't have enough work to do, or you have too much work to do, things are just overwhelming, give it 10 minutes. Things seem to change, and if they don't change, your attitude's going to change. Give it some time. We kind of lock ourselves in thinking, oh boy, I am so busy, this is going to last forever. And you just start thinking of ways to manage it. And by 10 minutes, I don't mean actual 10 minutes. It can be a day, it can be longer. But take a pause and give it some time, because things constantly change. That's the only thing that you can count on is change. But what do I know? Like I say, I'm no TED Talk professional, but I've had some experience in my age, and I'm kind of balancing here on a bleacher. This thing is very wobbly, and my knees are starting to shake, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not very bright sometimes. It just seemed fun, so. Oh. But that's what it's all about, is you just get out and enjoy yourself the way that you know how. For me, it may mean riding my bike, walking somewhere, driving up into the mountains, filming. That's my biggest pleasure right now, is just filming and trying to put little films together. And you've got to find even the smallest pleasures. For me also, I just like flowers and plants and landscaping. I just try to appreciate the smallest things. And this video, believe it or not, is my 750th video. Can you believe it? That's a lot of videos. That's over about 3.5 years, maybe 4. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of places. That's a lot of views and roads and little nooks and crannies. Well, should I take my bike up here? Oh, my camera keeps overheating and turning off. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Well, that's going to do it for today's ride and talk. Hopefully it's not too shaky like it has been my last 2 rides. But I wanted to leave you with one more thing. Like I said, I had a whole brain full of stuff, but once I start talking, I can't remember. It's amazing. But there's a saying in Japanese that goes, Nana Karobi Yaoki. And what that means is, basically you fall down 7 times, you get back up 8. In other words, You're always going to fall down. And you always have to pick yourself up. Well, I hope you liked this little excursion today. Kind of another midday excursion. I hope you can hear me and see me. I'm looking at my screen here and all I see is kind of a black, shiny blur. It's just that time of the day. But I hope you do like it, and I hope you got something out of it, or maybe reminded of something. But thank you for coming along. I'll see you very, very soon. Maybe some new adventures here in a couple days. In a day or so. And bye for now. That's hard to do with one hand.